Okay, welcome back. So now we created this game where you can hold the spacebar down and it counts up, and then when you release it just counts back to 0. So the more points you get, that's like the game pretty much. Oh, exactly. Now we want to add some more people to this project. Okay, so we can go to the GitHub page, and actually maybe first it would be nice if I can say git status. Yes, and I'm just gonna add all these changes. Commit, init, commit, and I will push all those changes to master. And now they're here, the index.html and the index.javascript. Okay. So for this repo, the Space Infinity repo, you can go to settings and you can go to manage access. Here is where you would put the username or the full name or the email of the people that you are working together with. I cannot show that for myself, but when you do that, you have to choose the role that they get. So for example, are they admins? Can they add commits to this project? Like what can they do? Okay. And I would say just give everyone admin rights, because you will be working on this together in like the same sense. When you have this set up, that you have all the collaborators invited to the repo, now you can create changes to the master branch, and it works kind of exactly like you do when you hand in homework. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to what could we do here? We could maybe say that when we get above like 10 points, then it writes like a little message. Wow, you're doing well. So that's the thing that I would create. So just like the homework, I would do git checkout -b, and then give it like a branch name, and normally you say like JavaScript 1, blah blah blah, but here we give a name for what we're going to be creating. So let's say like encouraging message. Okay, so now we can see we are on the encouraging message branch, and now we can start developing. So let's say that that down here where we have the points, so that's like every second, then I'll do kind of a check saying if the points are larger than 9, then I will just log out to the console. Good job. You could obviously write this to the HTML if you wanted to, exactly like I did here with the points, like select what you wanted to be doing and then say .inner HTML. I'm just gonna log this out. So let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and good job. Yes. So now I've kind of created my feature, you could say, and I want this feature to be merged with master, just like you do with your homework. So what I would do is I would do git status, and then I would add the index.js file, git commit, edit encouraging message, push origin, and then encouraging message. Okay, now if I go to the repository, I should see here that encouraging message had recent pushes less than a minute ago. Compare and pull request. Yes, this is exactly like you do in your homework. You can write a little message. I made this, blah, blah. Create pull request. And now other people from your team can look through your code and see like, oh, this looks good, or change some stuff here. But that kind of depends on what kind of group you have and how strict you are with it. You can also just merge your pull request. And I will delete the branch. Yes. And now if I go to the master branch, because now I've just made these changes here and I've put them into master, right? So if I check out master now, I see that they are not here because I haven't pulled the changes. So now I went back to master. I know there are changes from master with the pull request I did here. So if I, for example, do git status, then I can do git pull. And now I got the change that I made through the pull request here. Okay, so it's like create a branch, push the branch, make a pull request, maybe get some feedback, maybe not, and then merge your changes into master. That's exactly like you do with the homework. The only thing that you maybe not so used at is this last thing we did, where we went back to master, like check out master, and then we pulled the changes from the pull request that we did. Yes. I hope that makes sense. I would say if you're struggling with this, don't get too much caught up in the JIT. If you could make it work another way, then just like send each other files, or like the most important part is that you create a game and create some code, and not like the perfect setup for doing JIT and all that. Yes, cool. Thanks for listening. I'll do one more video and then yes.